Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we have a yoga class to help cope, right? We've all got those days where we're just not as focused, we've got a lot on our minds, maybe you're even a bit stressed out. I'm hoping that this class will help open you up and just bring awareness into those areas that may seem a bit blocked. Hoping that we can just bring some more light into the body, and this way when you leave your mat you'll be able to focus on whatever it is you need to focus on. But while you're here on your mat, let's just focus on what we're doing. All you'll need is a strap. You don't even really need it, but I will be using one today, and if you'd like some props, go ahead and set those up. We'll be starting down in a comfortable seated position. So I just want you to either cross your ankles or sit up tall on your shins. And then from here, just take a nice cleansing breath in. Fill the lungs as much as you can, and then open your mouth and let it all go. One more like that. Now I want you to move really slow with your breath. From here, we'll be moving into what I would consider a short meditation where we're really just focusing on our breath work. You'll take your index finger and your middle finger, and I want you to just place them over your eyeballs. Then you'll take the ring finger right underneath the nose, and then the pinky towards the chin. From here, apply a little bit of pressure. Sit up a little bit taller, draw the stomach muscles in. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, let it go. Seal the lips, breathe in. Out the nose. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Seal the lips, breathe in. Out the nose. And we'll continue just like this, nice and slow, moving with your own breath for just a few more rounds. Final round. And once you're finished, just release the arms along the sides. Keep the eyes closed. And breathe in and out of the nose. Really relaxed here. Peel open the eyes. We'll take our left arm so that the palm is facing up, but the forearm is just draped across your lap. Inhale, sweep your right arm high, really reach up. And then exhale, turn your palm to face the left side of the mat and look underneath your right armpit as you reach left. 2 breaths left. And you come up slightly on the inhale. Reach as far as you can to the left, keeping both sit bones glued to the mat. Inhale, all the way back up, just switch arms. Reach that left hand high. And then exhale, stretch right. Come up slightly on your next breath in. Exhale to reach. One more. Exhale, pull the right shoulder underneath you. Look high. Inhale all the way back up. Left arm to the outside of your right knee. The palm will be facing out. And then your right hand comes back behind you. The arm is long and the fingertips are just barely grazing the mat. You'll inhale, sit tall. Exhale, press into the back of your left hand and look over your right shoulder. Two more, breathe in, get tall. Exhale, squeeze those stomach muscles to twist. Last one. Inhale back to center, just switch hands. Inhale, gain length. Exhale, press into the back of the right palm and twist. Two more, nice and slow. Inhale back to center, hands meet at the heart. I want you to sit up as tall as you can here. Pull the shoulders down. Breath in. Breath out. Thumbs towards the third eye. One cycle of breath. Hands down towards the center of your chest. Let's go ahead and just spin to face the front of the mat. I want you to grab on to the back of your thighs. Sit up really tall. Breathe in. And then exhale. Start to round through the spine. Nice and slow. You'll lower yourself all the way down onto your back. And then once you get here, release the legs out nice and long. Spin the palms to face up. Breathe in. Exhale, right knee to chest. And we'll interlace the fingers over the right shin and flex the left foot. Breathe in. Breathe out, squeeze. You want to feel the compression on the lower abdominals here as you draw the elbows down and start to tuck the chin. Keeping the spine really long. A couple more rounds of breath. I want you to really be able to feel the pressure here of the thigh pushing down into the stomach. Now take your left hand over onto your left hip point. Right hand will move the right knee all the way over to the right. Try to keep the left butt cheek glued down to the mat as you start to look over your left shoulder. Now your right knee does not need to touch the ground. You just want to feel the opening through the hip here and continue to flex the left foot. Take about 2 more breaths here. Shoulders are pulling down. Your gaze is soft. Inhale. The knee comes back up towards the center. Let's give it one more squeeze. And as you exhale, you'll use your left hand to drape the knee all the way over to the left side of your mat. Right arm will extend out to the right. Your gaze will go over the right hand. Right shoulder is pulling down towards the mat. Option to place a block or a prop underneath this top knee here. And just feel the twist here. I want you to breathe up and down the spine. Let's take one more. Inhale, slow back to center. And start to pull the knee back in towards the chest. And release that leg out long. Palms face up. Breathe in. Other side. Exhale, left knee to chest. Actively flex your right foot and start to pull the shoulder blades back and down as you tuck your chin. Couple more rounds of breath. Last one. Go ahead and give it a really big squeeze here. Inhale, right hand to the right hip point. Exhale, open the left knee out, look right. Deep breath in. Really long, slow breath out. Again, just like that. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, squeeze. Okay, now we're pulling the knee across the body. So use the right hand to pull the left knee over, and then left arm extends wide, gaze left. Maybe you even close your eyes here. Just try to soften. Then again, you're really breathing into that twist, so I want you to feel this. One more. Inhale slow. Let's move everything back to center. Give it a squeeze on the exhale. And then release. Palms face up. Breathe in. And then breathe out. And if you're using a strap today, go ahead and reach for that. I want you to unravel it. And then start to pull your right knee in towards your chest. I want you to flex your right foot and take the strap right around the ball of your right foot. You'll start to extend that right leg long, flex both feet, and then pull on the strap so that your heel is up and your toes are pulling down. Now you want to try to get the elbows as close to the mat, if not touching, as possible. Breathe in. And breathe out. Really flex. Feeling the stretch along the hamstring. Use the breath here. Now let's do one more. Try to keep the ankle right over the right hip. Okay. Now you'll take the strap into the right hand, left hand onto the left hip point, just like we did in the last variation. You'll slowly start to drop the straight right leg all the way over to the right as your gaze once again shifts left. Now, if your right foot coming all the way down to the mat means that your left bum cheek is lifting up, I want you to dial it back a bit. And that's kind of why your left hand is here. It's just to kind of hold everything accountable. Try to keep the spine really long. And then your arm is bent as you're trying to pull the foot up towards your right shoulder blade. Let's take one more deep breath in. Exhale. Feel that stretch through the leg. Inhale slow, bring it all the way back up. Let's give it a slight tug. And then nice and slow, take the strap into your left hand and let's pull that straight right leg all the way across the body. Extend the right arm out to the right side. Now you can tie the strap up, just wind it around the fist and start to pull up just a tiny bit. Both shoulders are connected to the floor. And then you're pulling those toes up towards your face. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel that stretch. One more. Nice and slow. Let's bring everything back up towards the top. Give it a bit of a tug. And then slowly bend the right leg and release. Take a deep breath in. And a breath out. Soften the entire body. Let go of any tension. Again, breathe in. Exhale, left knee towards the chest. Strap around the ball of the left foot. Extend that heel high. Now the strap is in both hands. Pull those toes down towards your face And then start to bring the elbows closer towards the mat. Long spine, tuck the chin, breathe in. And out. Keep it straight. We're not locking out the left knee here. So this would be locked, which almost looks like you've got a bowing effect happen. I want you to just go ahead and bring in a microscopic bend. Keep pressing the heel high. Inhale, right hand, right hip. Exhale, real slow here, keeping tension on the strap. I want you to lower the leg down towards the ground. Gaze will shift over towards the right. A few rounds of breath. And if you notice that the arch in your low back starts to grow, it gets a bit bigger, I want you to tuck, like scoop your tailbone under. One more. Inhale gently back up towards the top. A little tug with both hands. Flex that foot. Exhale all the way over to the right. Keep pressing the heel out. Extend that left arm long. Look left. When you breathe out, you want to squeeze your stomach muscles. See if you can twist a little deeper. Carefully come out of this. Bring that heel up. One last tug. And then go ahead, bend the knee, release. You can set the strap off to the side here. Take a breath in, palms face up. Breath out. Really soft, the entire body is jelly. Breath in. Exhale, knees to the chest. Take your hands right at the hamstrings, but the knees start to move wide this time. So instead of coming directly towards the center of your chest, I'd like for you to just bring them off to the sides. So like you're bringing them up and towards your armpits. And then from here, you can take a slight rock from side to side. And then once you come back to neutral, I want you to rock and roll up and down the length of your spine. And you can do this a few times, just because it feels really good. And once you're ready, I want you to plant your feet down, plant your hands down. The feet are going to be wide, and then you'll walk your hands out in front. From here, nice and slow, straighten the legs, fold over the thighs. Just dangle here, maybe shift the hips left, right. And the knees are bent. So I want you to go ahead and just give yourself a little pulse here, pulling the chin towards the chest. And then maybe finding stillness. If it feels good, reach for opposite elbows. Just allow the top portion of your body to get really heavy. And then again, if you'd like to just challenge yourself or see where you're at in your mind, close down the eyes. Notice any changes that take place through the body. And just let your stomach muscles go. Try to shift a little bit more weight in towards the toes, and then feel the length through the side body. If you've got opposite elbows, release the arms long. Inhale, nice and slow. Come all the way up towards your standing position. And we'll take a few head circles here. Again, moving really slow. And then move in the opposite direction. And once you're finished, we'll just meet at the top of the mat. I'll spin so that you guys can see me, but your feet will still be about hip width. Inhale, extend your arms up nice and high. Exhale, pull your chest up, open the elbows wide. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach it up. Nice side body stretch. Exhale, open up. Create space through the heart. Inhale, bring the arms long. Exhale, right hand to the outer left hip. Stretch towards the right with your left fingertips. Look underneath your left arm. Breathe in, come up slightly. Exhale, pull that right shoulder underneath you. Keep the chest square and reach. Again, inhale. And exhale. Stay here for the next inhale and exhale. Inhale, palms meet, high overhead. Exhale, elbows wide, cactus. Bring that chest up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left hand, outer right hip. Nice and slow. Stretch all the way over towards the left. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. Slow exhale. Stay here for your last round. Inhale all the way back up, palms meet. Exhale to open. Create as much space as you can. Inhale high. Exhale wide. Inhale it up. Now everybody's up at the top of their mat. Their feet are still wide. Exhale, hands to heart. Fold over the legs. Inhale. Lengthen through the spine. Pull your chest forward and bring the shoulders back. Exhale to release. One more time. Inhale. Halfway lift up. Draw the stomach in. Exhale. Plant the palms down. Now step it back with your feet wide. So you can take your feet about mat width right here. And I want you to hold this variation of a plank. We'll take 2 rounds of breath here. Really activate the core, squeeze the glutes, and press the backs of the legs up towards the sky. You're spreading the fingers really wide. Breathe in and out. Nice and slow. Tap the knees down to the ground. Bring the big toes together to touch. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Inhale. Come forward, keep your nose close to the mat, so you're just rolling your body forward, Bhujangasana. Bring the legs down, but again, feet are wide. Now this is a variation of Cobra, where you walk your hands back to slightly frame your rib cage, and bring the elbows high. Press down through the tops of the feet, lift those kneecaps away from the mat, and then inhale, bring your chest up, okay? So from here, we're staying 2 rounds of breath. One more. Carefully release everything down to the mat. Press yourself back into a wide knee child's pose. Knees are wide, toes are touching. Relax the low back here. Maybe shift the hips from side to side. And then carefully press yourself up into a tabletop position. Fingers stay wide. Knees are right underneath the hips. 1 round of cat-cow. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Inhale to your neutral spine. And I want you to stay for the exhale. Inhale, right arm extends all the way up towards the ceiling. Reach those fingers high. Exhale, thread the right arm right underneath your left armpit, and then bring that palm to face up as you lower your right ear down towards the mat. And you can stay here. There's also a few variations you can play around with. If you want to go for the side body stretch here, really open up right here underneath the armpit and through the left side, you'll reach your fingertips forward and lift your palm away from the floor. Keep your hips squared, draw your stomach muscles in, and press down through the tops of the feet. If you would like to open up through the chest a bit more, you keep your right hand glued to the ground, but you'll bring your left arm up around your back, tuck the fingers either on top of the right thigh, or just bring the back of your left hand to your low back. You'll slowly start to open up by bringing your shoulder away from the ground. Breathe in. And breathe out. See if you can open even more or stretch your arm out further. One more. Wherever you are, let's come back to the beginning where you just take your hand down by your face, press into the palm, extend your right arm high. Exhale, plant that palm down. One round of cat-cow. Inhale, lift your gaze up, draw those shoulder blades back. Exhale, round, belly button towards your spine. Inhale to neutral. Other side. So stay for your exhale. And then inhale, reach it up as high as you can. Exhale to thread. And try to stick with the same variation you did on the other side. And just a couple rounds of breath. Keep rooting down through the tops of the feet. And come back to your breathing. Let's take one more here. Bring it back to start. Right hand down by your face. Press into the palm and slowly unravel. Extend that left arm high. Exhale, left palm goes down. One cat-cow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Really exaggerate the spine here. Inhale to neutral. This time, keep your thighs exactly where they are so that they're parallel towards one another. And then just go ahead and bring your hips down onto your heels. Reach the hands forward. Child's pose. Activate immediately. Lift the elbows away from the floor. And then try to stretch those hands out as far as they'll go while bringing those hips all the way down towards the heels. Take 2 breaths. Really try to relax the body here. Feel the compression through the core. Feel the stretch from the spine all the way up in through the neck. Inhale, stay low to the ground. Like you're pushing a marble on the mat with your nose. I want you to come all the way back onto your belly. Take your time getting there. You'll bring your arms out to the sides, 90 degrees, and press the fingertips into the mat. Inhale, press through the fingertips, lift your chest up. Bring your right knee 90 degrees out to the right side. Now you'll take your left hand, thread it underneath your right armpit, and plant the palm on the outer right thigh. Lower your left ear to the mat. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, open out to the side. So your right elbow is now coming to 90 degrees or completely extended while you look right. And I just want you to stay here in this spinal twist for about 5 rounds of breath. Maybe you close the eyes. Maybe they're open and you're just focusing on your breathing. Focus on how you feel. For some, this can be really intense. So I'd like for you to just pay attention to how you're feeling. If you need to come back just a little bit, you can always place a prop underneath the elbow or the shoulder. See if you can relax even more. Really just letting go in this pose. You've got 1 breath left. Carefully. Right arm comes back around. You plant the fingertips on the mat. Then straighten out your right leg. Carefully, you'll roll both hip points down onto the ground and then pull your left arm out from underneath you. Lower your chest to the ground. Take 1 breath in. And out. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, left knee comes out to the left side. You'll take your right hand, thread it underneath, Palm goes on the outside of your left thigh, right ear drops down. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, open out wide, looking over the left shoulder here. Again, just listening to your body, doing what feels good. Maybe you can dive into this really deep spinal twist. Maybe it just feels good to pull it back a bit. 2 more breaths. When you're ready to move, inhale, your left arm comes all the way back up. Press those fingertips down. Then extend that left leg long. Roll both hip points down onto the mat and unravel, pulling that right arm through. Nice and slow, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift the chest high. Exhale, completely down onto the ground. Extend your arms up over your head and bring the palms together to touch. I want you to now go ahead and just rock on over to your right side and come to land on your back. Keeping the arms extended over your head. We're coming into what I call a banana, which is actually just a crescent stretch. But I want to really dive into the side body stretches here before we actually relax. So let's start by taking the legs over and off the mat onto the left, and then cross your right ankle over your left. Let's flex both feet, pressing the heels out away from us, and then keeping the center of your back on the ground and keeping your tailbone tucked under. I want you to reach your arms over to the left. Take the right hand into the left palm and spin both palms to face up. Roll your right shoulder down onto the ground, and then try to keep your sit bones completely glued. Rather than rolling up onto one side, let's keep everything flat. Press through the heels, reach through the fingers. See if you can focus on the breath that's moving up and down the right side body now. Maybe you can even reach out a bit further towards the left. 1 more breath. Okay, start by moving the arms back to center. Then uncross the legs. Land with a neutral spine. Breathe in and out. Other side, both legs come over to the right. Maybe cross that left ankle over your right and press through the heels. Keeping that back flat, let's reach the arms out to the right. Left palm goes into the right. Breathe in. Exhale, roll that left shoulder down, roll the left hip point down. Reach out nice and long. One more. Start by moving the arms, bring them back towards the center of the mat. And then start by bringing the legs back in. Arms will now come down along your sides. Separate the feet really wide. Take a breath in. Open your mouth, let it all go. Final pose, Shavasana. You guys have made it. If you have your props and you'd like to use them in any way, maybe place them underneath the spine, underneath the neck. Maybe you even want to go ahead, ground down a little more by placing them onto the palms or the belly. Just close your eyes here. And we'll take 10 really relaxed breaths, moving at your own pace. Eyes are closed. Your whole body is soft. once you've finished 10 rounds of breath or somewhere around there, go ahead, pull your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a really big squeeze. And if it feels good, again, to rock that out, make some minor movements. And then we'll just finish up here by extending your right arm along. Rock all the way over into a fetal position on your right side and use your right arm as a pillow. Take a breath in. And let your whole body relax on the breath out. And press through the top hand, keeping the eyes closed. Let's meet in a comfortable seated position. And whether your hands land on your knees, in your lap, or at your heart space, we'll take 3 breaths together. Out the mouth. In through the nose. Let it go. Last round, in through the nose. Hold it at the top. See if you can take in another sip. And then hold that. One more. Breath in. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Open the mouth, let it go. Once again, thank you guys so much for joining me on my mat today. I hope that you feel amazing and have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.